Hello, Bobby G here. Welcome to vlog number 2. Let's talk. Alright, so today, I always have lots to do, but today's going to be a light duty day for me. But let's walk around and we'll have a look at some of the lighter duty things that I can do today. Alright, well, if we start at this end here, you can briefly see here that I have some writing on some of the tanks, and some of the writing is not very nice. But I'd like to write on all my tanks what's in the tanks. That makes it easier for you if I haven't actually called it out, let you know. You'll be able to read on the tanks and see what it's about. Funny thing, maybe not so funny, I thought today, just about 5 minutes ago, I thought I had my first glass lid fatality. Scared the crap out of me. I was changing this light because the other light that was on the aquarium was so bright it was causing these guys to just stay in hiding all the time. So this glass lid fell, and fortunately it hasn't broken, but more fortunately it didn't break the aquarium. So I will definitely have to be more careful in the future. Another thing I can do today, well, I was actually going to do a video on the lighting, which is various lights on these aquariums. I'm kind of working through all the options and deciding what I want to do because I want them all lit uniformly. But I'll save that for another day because I think I'm going to make a full feature video on that. But all the fish are doing great. Another thing I can do is, I'm trying to breed these snowflake fryer eyes. Yesterday I had mentioned how much I like this guy, and on the first, I date all the things on my aquarium so that I know what's going on. One female was holding, and I actually think she still is. Now I haven't fed them yet this morning. Sorry, that's one sure way of knowing. And once she's been holding, generally these guys haven't held for very long. The last time I stripped the female, either the same day or the next day of spawning, and about 4 days later the eggs all turned white, so they must not have been fertile eggs. But I could do that today, or maybe I'll wait for tomorrow. That would be maybe about 7 days. But on the note of stripping, these Copetochromis Xerus Mabenji Island, let's see if I can adjust the camera a little bit here. I noticed I was sitting back from the aquarium quite a ways, actually, probably 10 feet or more, and I was watching, and one of these females in here is definitely holding. She's quite large in the throat, and this is a group that I definitely want to breed. So I may try to remove her today, strip her, and tumble her eggs. So that would be what I would call light duty stuff. Now, yesterday one of the viewers asked, I spoke of this being phase 1, somewhat complete, and they asked, what's phase 2? Well, I've decided that the project is actually a 3-phase project. I thought it was only going to be 2, but I'll show you quickly why it's turned into a 3-phase project, and I'll show you the old fish room, the little fish room. I'll show you what shape it's in. So obviously phase 1 was this, right? And then phase 2 is going to be this back wall here, And what I've decided I'm going to do with this wall is it's going to be the fry tank wall. Now, I don't know how many fry tanks I need, because the more fry tanks I have, the more grow out tanks I need. So I really have to be choosy on how many fish I breed. But you can see here I've set up filing cabinets along there. That's because I like the idea of having some drawers to keep all my supplies in. And I've set up a few fry tanks here already. It's definitely a temporary setup. The filing cabinets are going to stay, but I'm going to build a rack here. One of the ideas that was given to me was, why don't you put some larger aquariums on the bottom or on top of the filing cabinets, and then put some fry tanks on top of that. I think that's a good idea, but let me know in the comments what you think that would work for there. So that's going to be phase 2, and I guess the reason for it being phase 2 is I have to have a place for fry, so that's why that's priority number 2. And let's go back into the small fish room, the old fish room, and we'll just have a glance at what it looks like. Is it still a fish room? I don't think so. Have a look. Basically what it is in here now, you can see my airline's still up, but basically this room is a storage room, a holding room for all my extra tanks, or most of my extra tanks. I don't know how many of them I'm going to use, because I don't know what the complete project is going to be, when phase 1, 2, and 3 are complete. So I'm going to hang on to all these tanks until such a time that that I decide I don't need them. Okay, so this is the old fish room. I've still got some meds up there in the window, and there's tanks all over the place. So thought you'd like to see that. The reason that back out here in the new fish room, the reason that this is phase 3 over here, you can let me know in the comments what you think this wall should be. I haven't actually measured it. I think it's probably about 16 feet long. I definitely want a TV on this wall. But the reason that this is the last phase is because all of this stuff, entertainment stuff, and presumably this love seat where my helpers are right now, Reggie and Zoe, all that furniture has to go in the small fish room, and so that's going to take a lot of work, and that's why that space is last. So that gives you an idea, I guess, on what phase 2 is. The whole project, tearing everything out, ripping the carpet out, painting the floor, has been in so far 2 stages. You can go back and watch my Let's Build a Fish Room series, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But right now, there's still a portion of the floor that needs painting, and there's still carpet underneath some of the furniture. Thanks for joining me today for vlog number 2. In my next vlog, you'll see what I accomplished out of today's wish list. And if you've enjoyed the video, if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, and please comment below. Feed your passion. Take the plunge.